Everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss slope, how to find it, and how it can be applied to graphs and charts. The slope is the rate of change between 2 points given on a line. Now it doesn't have to be on a line, but it can also be specified on a chart/table. To get the slope, you can either use the formula rise over run or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. If you change the order around, it'll also work. Now we're going to do an example. Find the slope of the two given points, 0, 5, and 1, 3. In this case, we will be using the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 because rise over run is more suitable when we're referring to graphs. We'll get into this later. To form the equation, we need to identify the first and second y-axes in these points. 5 is the first y-axis and 3 is the second y-axis. The same goes for finding the x-axis. 0 is the first x-axis and 1 is the second x-axis. Now we can form the equation. This is our equation given in the order of how the formula wants us to put it. Now we solve. 3 minus 5 is negative 2 and y minus 0 is 1. Now we can divide and our final answer is negative 2. Let's do another example before you can try it on your own. Find the slope of the two given points, 2, negative 3, and negative 5, negative 1. Again, we're using the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 3 is the first y-axis and negative 1 is the second y-axis. 2 is the first x-axis and negative 5 is the second x-axis. Let's put this into an equation. Realize that when you're subtracting a negative number, the sign turns into a positive or what is known as addition. This is our new equation. Negative 1 plus 3 is 2 and negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7. Now we'll divide and our answer is negative 2 over 7. Now it's your turn. Do the following slope problems and pause the video. When you're ready, click on the video again and from there I'll reveal the answers and how the answer was found. Now that we're back, it's time to reveal the answers to the two slope problems given for you to solve. The correct answer for 4, 7 and negative 2, negative 5 is the correct answer for 1, 2 and 4, 8 is we found the slope by points given to us. But how can we find the slope on both graphs and charts? Let's look at an example of a graph. We will need to find 2 points that are on the graph. Let's choose the points 4, negative 4, and 2, negative 2. Now that we located the points on the graph, you'll follow the same process of solving. This is a negative slope, and we can tell it's a negative slope because this slope slants downward from left to right. Now, how can we use rise over run on this graph? Well, it's simple. Just count how much you go up or down from one point to another, known as the rise, and then count how far you go left or right, which is known as the run. Let's count starting from the first point, 2, negative 2. We went down by 3, indicating a negative slope. But remember, we're finding the rate of change between 2 points, so currently I'm moving towards the second point, 4, negative 5. Now, let's move to the right. We went to the right by 2, so the equation will be written as rise over run or negative 3 over 2. But no matter how you do it, as long as you do it correctly, you'll still get negative 1.5. Lastly, let's find the slope by a table. Reading from a table is really simple. The coordinated pairs are in the table already. Let's pick 0, 3, and 1, 5. And remember, we're always going to use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And that's it. Now you know how to find slope from either 2 points given to you, located on the graph, or on the table.